Every project that you edit carries with it a mood. It may be everything from light and frivolous to dark and sinister. You as an editor have the opportunity to shape the mood that your viewer perceives when they watch your video through the use of color. And one of the easiest color tools that we have in PowerDirector is called a LUT, or a CLUT, C-L-U-T, Color Lookup Table. It's a very simple and easy way in which you can shape the mood of your project, no matter what it is, for your viewer. You are in control of how you shape how they perceive your video. So let me look a little bit with you at the power and the simplicity of working with color LUTs. We have this footage here, and as these two people are approaching this stately building, I'm asking myself the question, what kind of scene are we in here? Are they tourists that are on a very happy day and everything's going to go great, or are they walking into danger or something in between? You can shape that in the mind of the viewer by using color. So let's look a little bit at color LUTs. To get to our LUTs, we go to our effects room at the very top. And then we have a subcategory called Filters and LUTs. I'm going to click on that. And here it's a little bit misleading because we have several categories. I have portrait, vintage, urban, food, colors, and nature. Do not let the category or the name of the element in the category dictate whether you can use it or not. Now, to test out a LUT, all you need to do is click on it. It will not apply it to your video, but it will give you a preview wherever your playhead is. So if I click on this top one, there is the change, and you notice the subtle color change. If I go down to number 4, I'll click on that, and now we have a bluish tone on this one. Very different. So what we can do is we can pick from these different LUTs, and we can simply test them out without committing ourselves to actually changing the video that they're applied to. The other thing is, let's look at the food category. Now, normally we would say none of these would apply here simply because of the name. Not true. Let's select dark so too. Now that's not bad. It made a nice change. Now, if you want to contrast that, you can wait till it's done playing, or you move your playhead elsewhere, and you're going to see the video without the LUT applied at all. Let's go to Darks 05. It will download in this case, and there's a slightly different look. So you have the opportunity to use any of these regardless of what they are named or what subcategory they happen to be in. So what I'd like to do for the next few moments is go through some of my favorites to show you a little bit about applying LUTs and changing the mood of your project. So I'm in Filters and LUTs, but I'm going to click up to my favorites. And we'll widen this here. Now we have the scene. If we want it to be kind of a warm autumn scene, I've got a couple of options that I've picked in my favorites, Autumn 4 and Autumn Vibes 08. Let's see how they differ from one another. Here's Autumn 04. You notice we have the oranges. We have the sky almost completely whited out here, but we have a lot more clarity, a lot more warmth on the railing on the left side and the right side. It's actually changed the way the building looks. I click over here, we've got the original, but it's a bright orange yellow look when I use Autumn 04. Let's try Autumn Vibes 08. Now that's similar but different. So it's applied a different combination of colors to give me not quite so much orange, but I've got a lot of detail, especially in the bricks in the building and the wire and the curves on the railing on left and right side. The sky isn't quite as washed out as it was with 04. Let's try Bright and Airy. Now this is different completely. So what this will do is this will kind of give those other colors there, but you notice how we're on a bluish tone in this one, and it doesn't feel so warm, but it feels a little bit summery. It feels more positive. Let's try Color Pop. Now that's interesting because you see this changes the clouds in the sky. It gives great clarity to our subjects, and we have a little more detail, it seems like, in the railing. Let's try Faded Field Cold 4. Again, we're in the bluish tone, but this is very interesting because you notice it does change the brickwork. It does change the structures. You've taken away the warm tones, the positive tones. It feels more ominous here, more gritty, more detailed. Let's try grainy film. Now that is even more interesting because now we've taken away a lot of the color and we have the dark tones and the mid-tones, and the dark tones are very, very clear. And the building looks a little more dirty, more worn. Everything has more of a grim tone about it just because of the change in the color. And you're thinking differently about the scene simply because of the LUT. Let's try landscape warm. Again, this is more positive. There's much more light, a little on the bluish. Let's try movie 05. Now that's an interesting one. The movie ones feel a little more cinematic. The colors are more blended. You have a light, but you also have a lot less harsh detail, especially on the building with this one. Now the neutral daylight filter is interesting because that will give you less light in the entire picture starting from the top and moving from the bottom. It feels like it could rain any moment now when we're looking at this one. Let me try soft blue. Again, we're in the bluish tones. Everything has that. We've lost some of our reds and greens if we had them. Let's try another spring one. Again, this is more bluish. Now the more unusual one are these urban ones. We have about 276 LUTs when it comes to PowerDirector 365. So there's lots to choose from. Let's look at this one. Now this is interesting because this gives you, again, it gives you the edge, but it doesn't give you some of the grittiness you have with others. Very interesting. And then let's try Vlogger. Again, that's one you might not think I would ever use on a scene like this. And this is what that one looks like. And then we'll try White Warm. And that is a nice one. That's nice, bright, it's airy, it's fun, it's refreshing. There's no sense of an ominous nature to that kind of scene. Now to apply a LUT, all you need to do is take it, and let's take the urban one here, and we'll drag and drop it right on the track. Now the good news is you don't have to go with the full impact of the LUT if you think it's not quite what you want. To adjust it, you click on the green box on the timeline, gives the name of the effect. I'll click on that, and it'll open up my controls on the left panel. And I have one thing I can control, which is the strength of the LUT. I can go down to 0, which gives me my original video, and then I can drag upward slowly. It may take a second for your screen to catch up. And I can apply whatever degree I want to from the LUT. Usually you notice quite a bit at 50%, but then I can go all the way to 100 if I want, and control the degree to which I'm applying the LUT to the scene to shape the kind of mood that I want the viewer to have when they look at this part of my project. So LUTs are a very simple way, very easy way to work. If you want to make the LUT go away, all you do is uncheck it. It's still there but inactive, or you can remove it completely by clicking on the garbage can on the left panel, and it's gone. You can only apply one LUT to a video at the same time, but this gives you the opportunity to see ways in which you can shape the mood by using color LUTs.